entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Yeah, we're back. It's 2026. Cash Daddies in it to win it. We're banking fatties. Come on. Yeah, we're back. It's 2026. What's going on here? Why can I? How come I can hear myself? Okay, there we go. I had to turn that off.
That was crazy. Touches in there,
Johnny. That was rude. Why are you being
2026, baby?
What are you talking about?
Just stop being rude. Hi guys, how are you? Happy New Year, boys. Happy New Year, boys. Hoppa.
It was a good one, man.
It was a good one,
New Year's Eve. I got in a car, drove 3.5 hours to an ice storm, and
where was that?
Went up in Saratoga. It was terrible. So I drove to New Jersey, got to perform with Sammy Tripoli and his boys at the Dojo of Comedy, and we had a good time.
It was a great time. Everybody crushed.
We had great, good, just good people, man. Good people. I love that.
Shane Cashman brought his quality Christian comedy that did well, and then we had the Power Jew, Robbie the Fire Bernstein. And just it was a great show. Howie crushed. Everybody crushed.
A lot of big news since we last got together.
The world is a different place, Johnny.
I want to say one thing. I did Sam's.
Speak your truth.
This is New Year's Eve, and I did Sam's show, and the first joke I came out with was, I woke up this morning, and my buddy called me and said that we're about to bomb the shit out of Venezuela. And I literally, and this is true, I was like, dude, we're not even close to baseball season. How fucking drunk did you get last night? I'm like, who the hell does this guy Venezuela even pitch for? And that was a true story. And that was the joke. And what happens 3 days later? We bomb the shit out of Venezuela.
Did Howie freeze on us?
No, I think it's you because I see him fine.
I called it. I called the bombing New Year's Eve.
Is he talking to you right now?
It's you, Sam. It's you.
Jesus
Johnny,
Christ,
take over, please. Take over.
Get your technology up to par.
I'm trying, guys.
Are you uploading something?
No, I'm uploading nothing. Okay, let me close.
Are you still hardwired? Like plugged in directly to the modem?
I'm trying, dude. I'm going to lose everybody for a second if I do that.
I can hear you. Everything sounds good on this end.
It's fine, guys. Okay. We're live from the Wise Wolf Gold and Silver Studios adjacent, dog. Yeah, this internet is just pure crap right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Starting out the year with professionals.
Yeah, exactly the way we like it. Off the rails, guys. That's right. Go to cashdaddies.gold, and you too can get in on the Precious Metals game for as little as $50 a month. We'll get into that in a little while, but we thank them for sponsoring this show. Thank you, guys. And we want to give a shout out to our good friends over there at, you know where I'm talking about. Johnny, where am I talking about? Patreon. That's right, Johnny. Well, good call. That's right. Patreon.com/Cash.Oz. Look at us. We're live right there. You want to make the bucks? You want to get in it to win it? That's right. Go to patreon.com/Cash Daddies, and you too can get in the mix of Financial Fight Club, where only the best bang, bro.
The 2026 portfolio came out. We dropped it January 2nd, the morning of. And wow, let me tell you, out of the last 5 years, this one took the longest. It just was a lot of close decisions with percentages and such. But I did go 15%, which is the most I've ever put on one particular company, Uber, at 81, and it's up 4 or 5 points today. So listen, we're starting off on the right foot where we need to be.
He's a magic man.
You just gotta go.
Yeah. Bang, dude.
It's gonna go. 2026 is gonna be wild.
It's gonna be wild, dude. 3 days in, we invade another country and kidnap their leader, and that's only 3 days in. Dude, what's gonna happen in March or July?
Trump's making Dick Cheney look like the biggest dove of all time.
I don't know about that, but he's right there with him. He's right there with him. He's like, it's crazy, dude.
Well,
like,
at least it's not about the oil.
This reminds me of when Hulk Hogan in WCW ran in to help some like the guys like Lex Luthor and all them, and he turned around and he healed it and he joined the New World Order. That's what this seems to be exactly like.
That's a pretty good analogy.
Trump went pure heel.
That's a good wrestling analogy right there, baby.
Remember that? You're just like, I have a black beard now. Remember that? It was just like started painting his beard.
Oh crazy. Yeah.
You know I'm a bad guy now because my beard is black.
That's like what?
But he
make any sense.
He just he was like, listen, that now's the opportune time. Let's call this guy a drug dealer and let's just go pick up some free oil, baby. We'll have and damn well he was on the phone with Chevron, Exxon. He's on the phone with these guys probably the previous 2 weeks, just coming up with, look, you're going to give me how much you're going to give me. Chevron's going to give me $750 million. You need to at least match that, BP. Trump was literally, okay, guys, here we go. I'm going in. We're going to take it over. You
was
guys
he like
can
this?
set up.
Was he like this? How 5 5 5 4 4 4 5 give it 5 5 5 get here 9 9 9 9 9 10 10 10 10 do I have 10 10 10 10
That's exactly what he's doing.
Give me 11.
I love that Maduro thought that just going out on TV being like, peace, we love peace, 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 like that was going to do anything.
No, he should have said war, we love war. We'll give you 25% of the refineries and the oil right now. Then there wouldn't have been any war.
Dude, it is crazy how they jacked his wife too. How easy is it to piss off your girlfriend? Now imagine if you got her arrested in international court. You're sleeping on the couch for the rest of your life.
Dude, you're not getting blown for a while.
You are done, bro. You're never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, these mashed potatoes are cold. Cold like that prison cell you put me in.
It will be interesting to see because what's the precedent for, usually they die, those guys. Like
I'm going to call him.
Where's he going to end up?
I'm going to call it right now. I bet you, I'm going to say right now, Trump's on the phone with Maduro, and he's saying, listen, I can tell you where there's a lot of gold.
Phone where he's like on a video chat or whatever.
He's like, I can tell you where there's a lot of gold bars are. I can tell you where there's a lot of minerals nobody knows about. But I need a pardon in the next year. I know you can't do it in 2-3 weeks. You got to save face. But I'm going to need a pardon in the next 30, 60, 90 days. You got to pardon me. And then I'll let you in on the gold stash. That's definitely happening.
Well, a couple things with that. Do you guys remember that Venezuela was trying to get their gold back from England, and England's like, no. And they're like, no, we want our gold back. No. And it's very weird because, we did a story or Control Alt History did a story on YouTube about how Nixon went down to Fort Knox to go and just do a quick audit. He literally went down to Fort Knox and the gold was gone. And that story comes out, and basically Rockefeller's secretary told them that the Rockefellers took all the gold and gave it all to their rich friends in Europe. And 2 days later, she jumped off a balcony.
Well, she was just overwhelmed by the guilt of lying about the Rockefellers.
Dude, when you lie about the Rockefellers, bad things happen. So the point is about they wanted their gold back in England. The Bank of England was like, no, we're not giving you your gold back. You're like, give us our gold back. Like, dude, it's so crazy.
I'd love to know how much. I'd love to know how much gold in bars is about half mile from here in downtown New York City. Because there's rumors that you can walk up to the Fed building. I mean, it's.
Do you touch it? And do you do like you're at
you can touch it,
the Wailing Wall where you just put your head there and pray to God?
I mean, you do got to be careful. It's pretty well guarded. There's cameras all over from miles away. There's, I'm sure if you did something wrong, you'd be shot on sight. But there's rumor there's an enormous amount of gold below New York City. So I wonder.
Reports suggest Venezuela may have quietly amassed a Bitcoin reserve worth tens of billions of dollars. None of that is confirmed, but if the U.S. seizes those coins and adds them to its own strategic reserve, you're looking at potentially a substantial supply of BTC getting locked up for years. That is the kind of narrative that crypto traders love to move on. And technicals are also helping here. Bitcoin is back above its 50-day moving average for the first time since that major October washout. That move forced shorts to cover into the rally. The options market tell the same story. Derivatives exchange Deribit shows the $100,000 call is now the most popular bet on the board.
So that's fascinating for a number of reasons.
That's a crazy story, Johnny, but this might be the biggest story, I think, in a long time. And I'm sorry, but we've been talking about this all the time on the show every day, that crypto's biggest problem right now, it has no daily, everyday life use. Well, that just changed. Retail giant Walmart embraces Bitcoin, opening crypto payments to 150 million users. This is the beginning. This now it becomes, this story on this show has a different meaning than a show on my other than this story on one of my other podcasts.
Walmart.
Yeah.
But Walmart is now accepting crypto as payments for stuff. That is huge.
It is.
That is a game changer for crypto. Now
that brings it
use.
Brings it right out in the retail market.
Now you use it for your everyday stuff. Now it's not just a tradable asset that you're just trying to buy and sell highs and lows. Now you're actually using it to buy everyday products, which gives it literal use. It's crazy, dude. This is a huge story. I can't believe this isn't a bigger story. This is a game changer.
So let me ask you this. Let's say
you could ask me anything.
Let's say you're going through Walmart, Sam. You got a couple carts full of stuff, and how do you
Some
pay
Nicorette?
for it?
I bought a whole thing of Nicorette.
How do you pay for it?
Well, now I could take my Bitcoin and pay for it.
But how? Like how? How you can use it right off your Coinbase? Or
No, Johnny, explain it.
Okay. It says that the payment flow involves converting cryptocurrency into US dollars before payment is made to Walmart rather than a direct
that's different
Ethereum transaction. You don't have to do it though. I think it's in the app. As NASDAQ explains, when major retailers are described as accepting crypto, this typically refers to back-end conversion systems where the merchant ultimately receives fiat currency, not cryptocurrency.
Okay. That's not buying shit with Bitcoin.
Yep. Okay. I was wrong. I thought it was big, but that is a step towards it though.
Well, as far as you're concerned though, like it is. I mean, as far as the retail person, the person buying and selling, or the person buying rather in Walmart is concerned, they're just buying with Bitcoin. They don't know anything about all the back end stuff going on.
But that doesn't.
So basically, you got to load your Bitcoin up into their app.
Yes, and that's what they love. That's what they love. Yeah.
And they're going to take a percentage of that, of course.
Oh, they're going to probably keep as much of it as they possibly can.
Yes. And they just like having it on their books, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So the whole thing sounds like a scam.
But the Bitcoin thing comes after, we heard a lot of bad news about Bitcoin. And then now they're stealing Venezuela's. I mean, just like, no, we'll have that.
Yeah.
So I read that, Johnny. Now listen, how is the United States going to steal Venezuela's I mean, don't we have to have passcodes and stuff like that to get in, or is it easy?
I mean, I'm sure they secured all that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's my question.
I mean, when you send in Delta Force,
I mean, can you imagine if you had to literally cut off Maduro's? You had to cut off Maduro's fingers one by one to get the passcodes.
No, it's probably what you said. Honestly, he's like, "Hey, give us the Bitcoin passcodes, bro, or you die."
We'll put you back in. We'll put you in
the craziest part of this whole thing. I mean, the whole thing's crazy, but this guy's pictures, in every pictures, he's like doing like Japanese tourists at Disneyland.
He looks great.
Domi arigato. That's every picture he takes. Hey, what's up, dog?
Oh, they're definitely
bad boy for life.
They're ordering him PF Chang's. He's eating well. He's in a special room. He's probably in a hotel in New York. Honestly, he's probably in a hotel, a nice one, or a nice Airbnb.
Now, a lot of people think they could be some deal working out.
Of course.
Like we save face, we look like we're badass. You don't work with China and Russia. We extract you. You go live in La Jolla. You have the best life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Where his wife likes him again.
Where your wife gets a nice house next to Oprah.
Go move, live in La Jolla. You don't have to learn another language. You can just
I mean, the whole thing, it's this simple. The whole reason you can tell that this had absolutely nothing to do with drugs or machine guns or whatever the hell ridiculous thing. I mean, probably, the Epstein files were getting a little too hot, so they had to do something quickly. But number two, that dude we let out of federal prison in, I think, North Carolina, he was literally like the largest drug dealer in the world. We let that guy go. Hey, go ahead, man. You're a good guy. I mean, that guy walked free.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people defending that, saying that he gave a lot of good information, apparently. But
he brought billions of dollars into the United States in drugs, fentanyl, everything, admittedly, and we just let him go. So I think oil had a little bit to do with this one.
I also think it's geopolitical. China and Russia were trying to make inroads there. They don't want them in this hemisphere. That's literally the only somewhat acceptable answer for what they did, is they don't want China or Russia.
With that explanation, right, Sam, you can do a lot of things with that.
Well, and Johnny, they do a lot of things.
No, but I mean, even more than we can even imagine. Like, we thought this was kind of beyond the pale, and now what? Greenland? Yeah, okay, we need that. Russia has influence there.
What the hell does he keep talking about Greenland for? Stop with that.
It's exactly what Sam just said, though. It's that geopolitical argument.
He's right.
100%.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I agree with you.
And if they want to pull that card, I mean, we'll do it. We'll do whatever we want to whomever we want. It's the Monroe Doctrine. Like they just announced right before they did this, they're reviving the Monroe Doctrine,
which is insane.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, and I had a question from my son this morning, this kid's, he wants to go into finance, but he was like, Dad, why is gold and silver continually going up? And I said, this is what happens with commodities when there's world strife, when there's invasions, when there's wars, when there's a lot of problems in various countries. That's when commodities go up. So you got gold hitting all-time highs, 412. And I still think it's going to drop at some point. But silver, 72.33, man. SLV's up 6% today. So you got metals. You got our boy Wise Wolf just kicking ass right now, taking names. So
Wise Wolf, yeah, dog.
Wise Wolf, gold and silver.
He's killing
it. It's for the dudes who bang
He's
so hard. Wise Wolf, gold and silver. Come on. Guys, and that's why I want to tell you about our good friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. That's right. Do you love them? Do you love them or do you love them? Johnny, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Wise Wolf Gold and Silver?
It's a 10, brother.
You're in it to win it. That's right. Hey, guys, if you're paying attention, de-dollarization is real, okay? It's some that's real talk right there, dude. Real talk, okay? Johnny, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about real talk, okay? And if you're paying attention, fiat is fake, and you don't want to be left holding the bag when the dollar collapsed. Gold and silver have been money through all recorded history and are excellent ways to protect yourself from inflation, geopolitical turmoil. That's why I trust my friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver. Come on now, okay? For all things precious metals, veteran-owned, A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. No transaction too big. No transaction too small. You can even roll your 401k or IRA into physical and silver gold. What are we talking about? Okay? We're talking about you securing your retirement. And if you think you can't afford precious metals, well, hey, buddy, think again, okay? With the Wolfpack monthly membership program, you can get gold and silver delivered directly to your door. For as little, Johnny, guess how much? As little. Take a guess. $50 a month, dude.
Oh, I was going to 500.
Yeah, no, $50, bro. Right to your house. If you're a smart little man or a smart little woman, you'll get in on this action. Wise Wolf Gold and Silver also deals and accepts Bitcoin. Okay, just go to cashdaddies.gold, promo code cash at checkout to receive free constitutional silver. And remember this, guys. I'm gonna get this tattooed. Okay, in a world of bulls and bears, be the wolf. Okay. Think about it. Just
I love that.
Think about it. Okay.
Damn good saying.
Just think about it.
Be the wolf.
Be the wolf.
Speaking of the wolf, so the country's pretty much stressing about all these data centers. I mean, all the extra side pollution, taking all the water. It's a real environmental problem.
It's some bullshit.
And I'll tell you what, for the first time, I think they could be slowing. They could be in a tad in trouble. This does slow down AI and everything, because you have what? Ron DeSantis from Florida. He came out hardcore against him. And, you know, it's the only thing where I think both Democrats and Republicans all agree on. They don't like these data centers. So,
I mean, they're just garbage. Put them in the middle of like deserts, dude. Like in the middle of the desert.
you can't, because there's no water.
Yeah, you got
Right. So I do like the idea of if Elon ever pulls it off and putting him in outer space, that's probably the perfect place for him.
Yeah, that's what we need. More junk orbiting the planet. Right.
It's just gonna get worse, man.
Yeah. I mean, these tech guys are scum bags.
And you know, speaking of Elon, it does look like his SpaceX IPO will be coming out in 2000.
Yeah, I could have joined it and I didn't do it because I'm an idiot and I'm afraid of my girlfriend.
If you can get that now, in order to get shares, we're not gonna be able to get him. Joe,
I could have.
You had a situation where you could. What was it? 250,000 for?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, no, it's like 150.
That's because the way it's going to work is, and I can tell you right now, it's going to be Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley leading the underwriting for this particular IPO.
Yeah.
You're going to get the two big guys. They're going to get allocated, I don't know, 100 million shares, whatever.
From whom could you have bought them, Sam?
I'm telling you, this Start Engine.
Oh, it's okay. I got you. Okay.
They're like, listen, dude, we like you a lot. We're gonna, and I was just one of those people. They're like, hey, dude, you could get in on this. And I was like, man, I could have done that, dude. Because you know it's Elon, so you know it's gonna work out.
Yeah, plus it's space, and this is going to be a monster.
Look at this, dude. I can join some fan-owned future of film and television. Mr. Legion M's Flash Round. I could have joined that, dude. I should have joined
SpaceX.
I should have joined SpaceX, dude.
Yeah, because that's, you know, it's going to be an IPO. You're going to probably see it at 50, 60, $70. First day, it'll probably jump to 200-300.
Future gaming.
People are going to say, guys in the Patreon, everybody's going to ask me, so Howie, when do we buy it? You don't. You sit back, you like myself, with your thumb in your ass, and you watch it.
I love my thumb in my butt.
You watch it go from 50 to 300, and then you hope over the next couple months it does drop some, and then you buy it, because long term, yeah, it's Elon. This is the one area that this autistic guy does know. He knows robots, he knows space. He doesn't know much else, but he knows those two things. It's probably going to do well. It's going to be fun to watch. To get a share, to get 100 shares of the IPO, you're going to need, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, $50 million retail account, to get just a little bit, because it's all going to the institutions. That's what hot IPOs, good IPOs, the institutions get it first. The big 401ks, the big pension plans, families with $1 billion and up. That's who gets it. The rich get richer in this country, baby. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. It's just the way it is. Things will never change.
Yeah, oil and energy, the stocks these companies that are going to benefit from this Venezuela thing. Just Chevron, Exxon.
Chevron, Exxon, Mobil. I
mean,
tried to do that.
Shell.
It didn't work.
Shell, Oxy. All these companies, they all got their fingers in there. And I just wonder how much money Trump got in a couple shoe boxes for this bad boy. Because this was a monster oil grab.
Of course, dude.
Yeah, have you seen too now that the energy? This is a story from Fox Business. American energy firms have yet to say, after Trump went out and just blasted it out, that they were going to invest all this money in Venezuela, which just, it kind of lets the cat out of the bag, right? It makes it transparent what they're really doing. They have all kind of kept quiet about it, because that's just not how they go about their business. They don't want people knowing that they're in the business of invading countries and, taking over the oil production. Like Chevron's quote was a spokesperson for Chevron said, Chevron remains focused on the safety and well-being of our employees, as well as the integrity of our assets. It's that last little bit there that is fascinating to me. But yeah, ConocoPhillips had a similar statement, and ExxonMobil as well, I believe. Actually, no, they didn't have a response, but yeah. So it's interesting. They're not playing Trump's game, about just being completely honest about the imperialism and thievery that they're engaged in.
The oil companies remind me of the cigarette companies in the 80s and 90s. I mean, basically, with all the mass lawsuits, the cigarette companies, that would hire the child psychologist to try to get 7, 8, 9-year-old kids hooked on cigarettes, because then you got a nice 30, 40-year client. That's kind of the oil companies now.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
It's difficult, right? Because, I don't know. And they've rigged the system so that either way they win. If electric wins, they win because you got the power of the grid in the end off of petroleum. Yeah. And then if petrol wins, they win, obviously. So it's
it's like we said on this show 3 years ago when how come we're not hearing shit about electric cars these days? That was everything 2-3 years ago. We said oil's not going anywhere. They're not going to let it. It's not going. It's going to be with us forever.
Forever, never, ever. Yeah, dude. Listen, this guy says T Perez 87. I should listen to you guys the first time you brought up buying gold and silver. Exactly. What's your take? What's your take? Is silver going to 1K? And then the next question is Raiders' new head coach. Let me address Raiders' new Rich Eisen, and I like the Rich Eisen show, is like, you got to go get Indiana Hoosiers coach. Dude, the Raiders are in this position because they got a college coach as their offensive coordinator. We do not need a college coach. This does not work, okay? Very rarely, if ever, has it ever worked where a college coach moved to the pros. Who was it? The guy from who went Miami to Dallas Cowboys. What's his name? The old the coach who was Michael Irving's coach.
Yeah,
Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer was one, but he followed
the one before him. Jerry
Jones.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
We
knew there were some J's there.
That's the only one. It does not work. You do not need a college coach to coach the Raiders. We need the hot offensive coordinator who wants to coach the number 1 pick in the draft. That's who you get. Please stop.
Silver since last August has doubled. Gone up 100% since
Silver
last August.
and gold.
So how much higher can it go? I don't know. I had no idea. I do think it'll go higher. You might see SLV in the 80s. At some point, it's going to drop back, gold too, which is fine because that's just a cycle. No big deal. But they've had a hell of a run. Hell of a run, dude. Yeah. Hell
of a run. Okay? A hell of a run. You guys, listen, you guys can be on a hell of a run in your life too. You want to be in a hell of a run? Yeah, guess what? You can be on a hell of a run. But guess what? As you get older, you got to start to really think about life insurance, in particular, term life insurance. And that's why we want to tell you about our good friends at Fabric by Gerber Life. All right. That's right. Every year. Hold on, guys. Just Johnny, will you just be cool for 1 second, please?
I'm trying. It's hard.
Will you just be cool, dude, and chill? Yeah, guys, that's right. We hate to talk about it, but you got to talk about it. You got to talk about life insurance. Listen, every year I promise myself I'm going to stop procrastinating on the important stuff. Life insurance was one of those things I avoided thinking about until I realized it's actually quick, affordable, and essential. Okay. Fabric by Gerber Life makes it easy to start the year feeling like you've handled something major for your family, okay? If you got kids, and especially if you're young and healthy, it's time to lock in low rates now. Even if you have life insurance through your employer, it may not be enough protection for your family, and it may not follow you if you leave your job. Think about that. Fabric has flexible, high quality policies that fit your family and your budget, like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. Come on now. You can't even get a lollipop anymore for less than $1 a day. Fabric has partnered with Gerber Life, trusted by millions of families like yours for over 50 years. So here's what we want to do, fun kids. All right. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to help protect their families. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/cash. That's meet, MEET, fabric.com/cash. MEET fabric.com/cash. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Insurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. Now, Howie, you are a big term life guy, right?
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
a big
I think
term
everybody
life
should
guy.
have a little term. My problem with insurance, and believe me, I've dealt with every kind of insurance company out there, but there's whole life, universal life. There's so many scams. They basically, most people that don't know what they're doing, they buy too much insurance that they don't need. Term life is perfect. Find a good term life policy for you. I have some, and that's really all you need.
So do it, dude. Help us help you. Thank them for sponsoring the show. Again, that's meetfabric.com/cash. Go check it out, dude. If you really know what you're doing, you really think you know what you're doing, get into it. So we thank them for sponsoring our show.
So now they're saying, a lot of these finance guys are saying that some of these big oil companies like Chevron, like Exxon, that they have to go down there, Johnny, Sam, they have to look at all these oil reserves, and they have to mathematically figure out if it's going to be profitable to extract the oil, because it's not an overnight thing. This takes years.
I learned that from Landman.
Yeah, it takes years to get this crude out, and then you got to refine it. But they're saying that it could be more trouble than it's worth for this oil. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, if that's the case, we'd pull out in 2 seconds and be like, yeah, burn your country down. We don't care who the leader is. Yeah,
well, I mean, everything I read was that they had allowed a lot of it to kind of fall into disuse. It wasn't, it wasn't up to the standard that, the modern standard. And does that make sense to you though? Why would they? I mean, it's a money printing machine. Why wouldn't they? Is it just because it got nationalized and they didn't know what they were, the native countries didn't know what they were doing? I mean, the native companies didn't know what they were doing. Is that it sounds like maybe a lot of those companies didn't have the capital, the resources to extract it, refine it, because that looks like it looks like they have a ton of natural resources that are just sitting there. And I guess, right, Howie, we have a lot of techniques now that we didn't have 20, 30 years ago. So, which makes a lot of countries that thought they were safe, possibly, actually targets for a country that loves to snap up oil. Yeah, that's right, Greenland. We're coming for you, Greenland, wherever you are. I don't know. Just thinking, but it's, They were talking to, I think, people from Greenland. They just, you wanted countries like turning on the U.S. Like, just stay away from us. Really? Is that what they were saying? Yeah. Hey, but Sam, it's going to be cheaper gas, right?
I mean, that's what they say. I mean, we'll see, dude. Yeah. I mean, dude, gas was cheaper a long time ago, but I mean,
yeah, but that's not the arc. The arc is not.
The arc is like, oh, dude, we got to keep jacking it up. We got to keep jacking it up. We got to keep jacking it up. We got to, that's just how it goes. They never go backwards ever. They make up fake drama, fake problems so they can keep jacking. They make up numbers. I mean, it's a well-known story. The international banking cabal basically told Saudi Arabia, listen, You can charge anything you want. We just want you to put your money in our banks at a fixed deposit. And you can charge anything you want. And that's what they make up stuff. I love when they're like, oh, dude, there was a problem at the refinery. We got to raise the price. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is that our fault? That's your fault. That's like going to a restaurant and be like, yeah, the cook cut his finger, dude. We're going to have to charge you another $1 on your order. You're like, what? Why am I eating this? Yeah. It's total bullshit, dude. When you actually sit down and think about it, it's a giant scam of dumb.
Completely.
Yeah. The whole, I mean, even invading Venezuela. Are you kidding me? Like, oh, what's Colombia next? I guess. Did you hear the leader from Colombia? He was like, "Come get me, Trump. Come get me, you pussy."
Yeah, the famous last words.
Yeah, that guy's probably got a good hiding spot down there that we don't know about. That's why he's
I would start
shit.
Making clones right now if I was that guy. I'd send 80 clones out.
Yeah.
Dude, they found Saddam Hussein in a hole in the ground. They're going to find you wherever.
Oh, they can find you.
Your hiding place is. Yeah.
They can definitely find you. It's I'm all for the, every person should be able to have as many guns as possible, but don't use it against defending yourself against the government, because if they want to come get you, chief, I don't know. I think they could probably find me in 15 to 20 minutes. And I got some,
dude.
And I got good hiding spots in New York City, man. I got some, deep down.
Howie will go instantly trans.
Oh, I'll go trans
instantly trans.
And I'll live with the rats, 6 floors below the city.
They call Howie Queen of the Rats. The rats. He'll be just down there running the rats in his drag.
Rat queen.
Yeah,
the rat queen.
The rat queen. A pillow.
Yeah, you're the rat queen, dude. I love that. That's crazy, dude.
I'll pick up a little buddy to show me around. I'll call him Rat Boy. That would be nice.
Isn't that what they call when the rats like get tangled up? Don't they call that like a rat king or something? I think that's what let me Google that. Hold on.
Johnny, real quick. Can you clarify something for me? I need you to look this up.
Don't Google it.
Did MTV shut down?
Their history.
Like someone said it's shut down. Now they're saying it's not shut down.
Well,
so I wonder if it's just not a channel anymore, and then they're just creating stuff.
Here, that's basically this is from Esquire. It says, if you've been on the internet the past few weeks, you probably heard that MTV went off the air last Wednesday at midnight. This says it did not happen. This says a few months ago, Paramount made the decision to shut down the suite of supplemental music-only channels that MTV had introduced in the UK and Australia in the late aughts and the early 2010s. MTV, these are things we didn't even have here, but that are great. If you ever go abroad, there are channels that MTV has that actually still show music. There was one called MTV Music, one called MTV 80s, 90s, Live, Club.
So it's like Sirius Radio in a weird way.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but with videos. Yeah. And MTV is still on the air though in the UK and Australia and all over the world and here in the United States. In fact, its supplemental music only channels, MTV Classic and MTV Live, are also still on US cable.
So what was that all about?
This says at the time of MTV UK and Australia making that announcement, the reporting on the story was pretty much accurate, but the headlines had MTV and going off the air and New Year's Eve in them, and the facts were kind of buried in the article, so nobody read it. That's what Esquire says here.
So what, they just shut down the music ones?
Yeah, and mostly abroad. Those were things we didn't even have here. Really?
Okay, so basically they're like, you're listening to Spotify, you're not even listening to us, so let's just shut it down.
Yeah, but I like whenever I went over, I would keep that channel on all day. I miss that so great, just having a DJ, spin some videos for me. No, I miss that, man. That was the best way to discover music. But now there's just too much. You can do so much else. Really
basically MTV became Rob Dyrdek. Over and over again.
I agree.
Just doing a reaction show. Yep. I mean, that guy lucked out, dude. He's just like, how about this? I watch clips.
Yeah.
I have a big black guy
here's millions of dollars, do it. And then it just became every show on YouTube.
How pissed must Bob Saget have been, back when he could still be pissed.
Why? He made a ton of money before he got
but I mean, that was
weirdly
his whole
taken out.
That was his thing. Like he should have been that. It should have been him on MTV.
I knew MTV was dumb because they do a day in the life, and one of it was a gay porn star. And you're like, who wants to watch this? Who wants to watch this, MTV? Nobody. And then they're like, why is anyone listening to watching our television channel? Because no one cares about a day in the life of a gay porn star.
Yeah, I'd rather pay the extra money to go to a circus and watch the sword swallowers. Those guys are amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how you did that, but you landed that plane. It was incredible. I can't believe you landed that plane.
No, those guys are amazing. Large steel objects down. I don't know how they do it.
I went to the circus. I don't even know if it's a circus if it doesn't have animals. Circus Vargas, dude, and it was like bisexual to the core, dude. It was like BDSM, simulated prison loving, so it was just like there's a tiny, just tweaked out Ren and Stimpy looking guy and this giant black dude, and they were just basically he was going to be like taking it, and I'm like, this is a family show, right? Like, why are we simulating prison love? Why are we doing that in the middle of a show?
Or maybe you were the only one there that actually saw that side.
No, dude, this was not like I went on out this one. It was literally they inferred it completely. He was a big black guy. He was a tiny Mexican. The dude was in trouble, and he made a funny look, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's gonna take his manhood." It's so crazy. Children, watch.
Oh God. Oh,
there's some kind of person that just really enjoys kind of talking coded around children, and I don't relate to that at all. Like, what is, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, it's funnier if we can say
no, but they just do that with everything. It's just like they have this inability not to inject adult things into kids' stuff, and they think they're wild and crazy, and it's like you're just stupid. We don't need that. Let kids be kids, you dumbasses. Dumbass.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that's what you just hit the nail on the head there. It's really about the innocence of childhood and people wanting to rob them of that, I guess.
Yeah, just like it's like kids, but they've been doing that forever. It's not like it's worse. I mean,
Barnum and Bailey circuses used to be great. I took my kids there when they were little in Jacksonville, Florida. It was amazing. You got elephants doing backflips, tigers almost ripping guys' arms off. I loved it.
Yeah, me too. The animals, I apparently didn't love it, but I loved it as a child.
Look, we all go through tough times in life. I mean, I just don't get, like, I'm sorry, man. Animals were meant for the circus, so they're tied up in a pen for 20, 30 years. I mean, that happens. Sometimes you just, you're born and you just got that life.
I don't know how Hots does it, gonna be honest with you.
They fed those lions well. They always look healthy.
Oh my God.
There are great stories about rampaging elephants. If you just
I root for the elephants. If you're
asking, that's why I liked it. You always hoped that an elephant would just get loose and just stomp out a couple of the trainers.
And they're like vindictive, dude. Like they seek people out, the elephants, when they escape because they're so clever. There's some really good stories about
elephants.
So, Howie, are you a little nervous that Mamdani just put a fat lesbian in charge of the fire department that's never ever worked in the fire department? Does that scare you at all?
Nah, nothing. Listen, I mean, I'm telling you right now, here's what's going to happen. And I've been here for 15 years. I was here through de Blasio, and I'm telling you, this guy Mamdani, he could try. There's no way there's enough hours in the day that he could fuck up as bad as Bill de Blasio did. He just couldn't. De Blasio just set records. Look, people forget New York City's so bureaucratic. There's so many hundreds of thousands of people. She could be in charge of the fire department. What the hell is she going to do? She's going to be asking people below her, what do I do here? What do I do? Look, there's a fire. The trucks go. The guys are trained. They know what to do.
Howie, I love you to pieces. So
what are you saying? What's your point? What's she going to do, Sam?
Look at LA, dude. We had a pack of lesbians running everything like a pack of hyenas, and the city burnt down. I mean, literally, they were in charge of it.
Yeah, but that's LA. I mean, you guys have that fruity fairy thing out there with the firemen.
Okay, we're fruitier than New York City. Is that what you're saying to us?
Way fruitier. I mean,
the entire Bravo brand is out of New York City. What are we talking about?
Look, we got New York City. You got a police union. You got a fire department union. These guys work in there. If there's a problem, if they
I'll solve it. Step on the dream. I'm a DJ revolves it.
If they feel there's a safety problem, you're going to hear about it in the Post, because the Post is pretty right leaning, and you'll hear guys complain, we can't work under this Lenny Dykstra. It's just not going to work. So am I worried? No, man. I'm not. Look, I had my kid and my ex-wife up here for 5 days, and my ex-wife's like, everything I'm reading, we need to be careful. We need to look out. And I said, all right, whatever. I've been here for 15 years. I've never seen crime. I want to see crime. And, we look. Yeah, I want to see crime. I was on a subway, and 2 kids were eyeing this lady's handbag. Haas was with me, and she said, look. I think they're going to grab it. And this lady was on the phone, texting, not paying attention. But they looked over at me, and they thought I was undercover. They thought I was 5'0".
Yeah,
so,
you look like a pig.
Yeah, I look like a racist NYPD cop. But look, my kid, we left my son in a bar. He was just, I'm staying. I go, stay, find your own way home. And I don't know how he did it, but 3-4 in the morning, this kid somehow staggered a mile and found the place. And he was like, Dad, I was really amazed that I didn't get mugged. I'm like, yeah, number one, nobody's going to mug you. Look at you.
Yeah.
Did you call her a Lenny Dykstra, by the way? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Did I hear you say that? Is that what you said? That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
So
you know what else is great, dude? The crypto market. That's right, guys. And listen, has it pissed you off to watch crypto fly in price for over a decade? You still done nothing about it? Come on, dude. Get in the game, bro. Walmart's accepting this stuff now. It makes sense. Crypto is complicated and real boring, okay? Here's the good news, guys. I got good news for you. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to make money like so many have. The copymycrypto.com membership site shows you the exact cryptos that YouTuber James McMahon personally owns, which means you just copy him. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest, as you just simply copy along. So let me tell you about my boy James, okay? He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has almost 100,000 subscribers on it, okay? In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put $100 in each one, it went on to be worth 123,000 smackers, okay? Do you understand that? That's a lot of smackers, dude. A lot of smackers, okay? Of the 26 cryptos, his top pick of the year, the one he singled out, called Phantom, went up. Johnny, guess how many times?
I don't know.
692 times, Johnny. Okay, I don't have time for you to calculate. It's a big number. It's a lot of numbers, okay? 692 times. That one call alone, okay? That one call retired a bunch of people, okay? Including guys and gals in their 20s and 30s, okay? Remember, this is public knowledge. All right. You can go to YouTube and check for yourself. Okay. Just go. As soon as the show's going, run over there, check out. So if you'd like to join the over 3,000 members who copy James, then pause what you're doing right now. Head over copymycrypto.com/cash. That's copymycrypto.com/cash. Okay. It's that simple. You can find proof of everything I've said. But our viewers get full access, $1. Yes. Have you missed out on Bitcoin? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. You can get in a little bit. But there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you missed out on all of them? Come on now. Guys, don't waste any more time. Just don't waste any more time. Go to the site, read it for yourself. Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/cash. And money's worries for so many, it just may do the same for you. And we thank James for sponsoring our show. Let's go, 2026. Come on now.
2026. So I do have to tell this story because
tell a story.
We've been cranking out my podcast, The Degenerate Gamblers, for like going on 2 years now. We got a great group of dudes on the Patreon. I mean, not on the Patreon, on the Discord. So I do the show with Sam. Sam fires over this is 2 days ago. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Sam fires over some money to me. I'm not thinking. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this even for? Sam sent me a bunch.
So much money.
Sam sent me a bunch of money 2 months ago. I actually texted Sam and said, "Hey, buddy, I got a funny feeling that you meant to send this to someone else." He's like, "Shit, send it back." Then I'm trying to send it back. I can't figure out Zelle. I'm trying to do it.
Anybody, by the way, anybody who's in Sam's phone book, his contacts has been accidentally sent money by Sam.
Shut up, Johnny.
It's happened to me probably 4 times in my life.
Well, I sent it back. I figured out how to send it back. I sent it back, but that was hilarious. But so he sends me money, and I'm sitting there, and I look at my FanDuel gambling account, and they send me this parlay builder where every section of the parlay, 4th game, 5th game, 6th game, you get an extra percent. So I'm just dicking around. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to toss in 100. I'm at college Saturday. I like some games. I really like some games. So I start doing it, and the game started noon. I look at 3 o'clock, and I'm like, holy shit. Out of the 13-game parlay, I got 6 right. That's pretty amazing. So I put the phone away. I look at 6 o'clock. And I'm like 1, 2, 3. And I'm sitting here on the couch, and Hots is right there. And I get up, and I'm like, I got 11 games out of 13. And I'm looking, and they're offering me a cash out. I bet 100. They offer the cash out $6,000. And I'm like, I'd be an idiot not to cash this out. I'd be stupid. But the degenerate.
You're Howie Dewey.
I'm Howie Dewey. I'm the degenerate gamble. I said I only got 2 games left. So. Oh, the one game was Dayton. They're down by 5. They got to win.
I can't believe you didn't take that $6,000.
I did.
That is crazy.
I did do it.
Me.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at Hots, and she's looking at me, and I'm feeling guilty. And she's like, finally, she looks at me. She goes, "What did you do? You did something." She goes, "You did something really bad, didn't you?" I go, "No." And she's like, "I can tell there's something really fucked up that you're going." And I was like, "Okay, listen, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a 13-game fucking parlay going, Hots." I go, "Do you know what that means?" So I show her the cash. She's like, "Cash out, you stupid." I'm like, no. Long story short, Dayton pulls it off and wins. I got 1 game left. I said,
that is insane, bro.
What's the offer then?
Iowa is laying 7.5.
Did they offer you again? They're like, "Get out, dude."
It was no, it didn't go up. It was still $6,022. So then I'm like, "Fuck you, FanDuel. I'm gonna ride this out, baby. I'm gonna take you by the nuts on this one." And Iowa's playing UCLA. They're up 40-15. They got to win by 1. And it got a little tight second half. They cut it to 7 or 8, but so it finally hit.
I bet they cut it to 7 or I bet you were shitting bricks.
I was.
Yeah. 100%.
But it did hit, and it paid to $12,200.
Damn, dude.
And
$12,000, dude.
Yeah. You know how much of that went to real estate in this household that I live in right off the bat? Out of the 12,000, she was like, "Okay, you can keep 3. The rest is going to the mortgages, the insurance. Owning a home is not an asset, people. It's not an asset.
Tough,
trust me,
dude. It's tough. It's just a
not
money
an
pit.
asset.
It's a money pit.
It is a money pit. I gotta get the house painted in the spring and put some new windows in. Luckily, I got one of the Patreon followers in Saratoga that's going to do it. He is the man. But yeah, it was fun. I wasn't even paying attention. And when you see $100 bet bring back 12 large, it's a good day. It's a good way to start 2026.
Dude,
man.
I'm super happy for you. That is amazing. I hit an 8-fight parlay. I thought that was amazing.
That is amazing.
13 football game parlay is unheard of, dude.
No, it was actually college basketball.
Okay. Oh, it was college basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's college basketball.
Oh my God,
yeah.
dude.
And I'm staying negative. I'm like, something's going to happen. Don't get excited. Something's going to happen. And I mean, Dayton came back, and now I'm in a predicament. I got Iowa. And I'm like, I don't know if you're an Iowa fan, but she's like, let's find it on the TV and watch it. I'm like, no, I don't want to. You watch your stupid little show right here. And
What's her stupid show? What's Hots like to watch?
She likes to watch she likes serial killers, and
of course she's a woman.
Yeah,
they're just crazy. They're like they get offended by jokes, not Hots. Hots doesn't, but
no, you told some of your worst jokes, your most offensive, and those are her favorite. She was crying, laughing. She literally, She thinks Sam's the best comedian in the world. She likes him.
She gets it.
She's right up. Sam's right up there with Louis C.K.
Yeah, I mean, her and my mom both agree on that. Okay,
yeah, she thinks you're the funniest, man.
I am. Dude, I'm gonna shoot a special coming up. I'm very excited, dude. I'm very excited.
You got
Sam
great
is for the dude. This is the most real shit ever. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Sam is for the ladies and the blacks. Jackie gets it, dude. That's so true, dude. Sam is for the ladies and the blacks. Oh. I was doing Red Band show. Who was I telling this story to? Oh, I told it yesterday on Broken Sim, but I was doing Red Band show, and I have this bit about how everyone's Riri. Everybody is Riri. And I have this bit about how the blacks are Riri too. Because like I watch a lot of police body cam footage, and they should just take the ticket. They never just take the ticket. They always want to talk to their supervisor or something like that. And hand to God, this black guy gets up out of his seat and he's trying to figure out how he can get to the stage. I'm watching him walking back. He's like, and he can't figure out how to get to the stage, so he just gives up and sits back down. I'm like, dude, that would have been a scene, bro, because I was annihilating at that point. Because Red Band, like, they always have me go last. I always have to go to the end. But I'm like, dude, I have kids at home. I'm going to bed. I'm not going to fucking be here at 1 a.m. so you can give all the fucking touch butt, like pop comics, the sweet spot. He goes, you want to go next? I'm like, yeah, I'd like to go next. So I go up there and just annihilate.
Nice.
Yeah. Johnny, I went to NC for business school. I work for BlackRock. Oh my God. The enemies are inside the wall. And I got some cookout. What do you think of that? Sam, let's white pill. Johnny, drink some coffee.
I think this cookout sucks.
Why? Why, Johnny?
It's garbage that people around here think is good fast food, but it's absolute trash. At least the one in Laurinburg.
Johnny's got California taste now.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I used to eat it, but it's garbage.
You know, if you really want to try to win a 14-team parlay like Howie did, 13. You got to go one place only, and that's Howie Dewey's YouTube channel. The man hit a 13-team parlay. What more do you need to know that the guy is the chosen one? Okay? He's the chosen one. All right? He knows what he's doing. Go and check out his thumbnails. They're fire.
I have Miami winning the National College Championship at plus.
That's a crazy one, dude.
I got him winning it all.
That's Miami. A crazy ass call, dude.
It's
That's
going
crazy.
Back to the U. Going back to
Listen,
the U.
I love Indiana, but if the U won, I'd be happy with that too. I love the U. The question does Carson Beck, does his stock skyrocket if he wins a natty?
He may go number one.
No, he's never going to go number one. Mendoza's got that on lockdown. It's not happening.
I don't know.
The question is, this is the question for the Jets. Do you want a 20-year-old from Oregon, or do you want a kid who has a ton of experience if he wins a natty?
Dude, if Carson Beck wins the natty with Miami's team, he's rockets to the number one. In my opinion.
No. Not happening.
People forget
I'm a Raiders fan. It's not happening.
People forget what he did at Georgia. He won a national championship at Georgia.
No, he didn't. He didn't win that. That was the kid, the backup for the Rams right now. Stafford whatever his name is. That wasn't him, dude.
The drunk. Yeah, the
drunk who had to take a step away. I can't believe they let him. The backup quarterback's like, I need some time. They're like, go take care of yourself. Go have fun. Guys, if you want to see me live this Saturday night, guys, in Atlantic City, it's the beginning of greatness. It is Word War Debate. I cannot believe this thing is going. I'm so excited that an idea I had is actually being executed. I can't. I want to cry. Look at me. I'm almost crying. If I had feelings, I would cry right now. I'm so excited about this. So Word War Debate, Atlantic City, and then San Luis Obispo on the 16th. Very excited. Go to samtripoli.com. Got some big news coming up. So some big things are happening. I'm very excited about it. Luis J. Gomez wants to shoot my special, which I'm very excited about. And then hopefully I'll be working with him on some other stuff. So big plans, big ball action in 2020. 2026. Very excited. Tripoli, just when you thought he was ready to walk away, like the movie Heat, just walk away. Nope, I'm back in it. Johnny, what do you got to push? Talk to us.
Broken Sam just dropped. Check it out. It's on YouTube. If they ever monetize it again, that would be nice. They don't go Google this film Tiptoes. We can't dare show the trailer.
We can't show a movie nobody watched.
Dude, they don't want people knowing about that. Like, we got hit with that immediately, and it's not even usually, if it's something like that, they will be like, yeah, you can monetize your video. We're just going to take all the money. This one is like, no, you're not allowed to monetize it. We don't want anybody to see this. And it's this movie where Matthew McConaughey is the only normal sized person in a family of midgets.
Of little people, Johnny.
Little people. And it's got Gary Oldman playing his little person brother. In a star turn, as they call it in the trailer. It's got Kate Beckinsale as the girlfriend who doesn't know
that little person adult film star in it too.
Yeah, and it's got what's his name, Peter Dinklage from
before he got all like I don't play little people parts. I play normal parts as a little person. Guys, we're about to go over to the Cash Daddies where the bangers bang, dude. Where the bangers bang. That's right. Patreon.com/Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies, come join us right now. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts for 2020 as we go into 2026, guys.
Netflix is at $90. If you're gonna put it in your little IRA, do it today, man. It's a good buy.
Buy it or try it.
Buy it or try it.
Okay, Johnny, your thoughts.
I was going to say buy it or try it. You stole mine. So
okay, sorry, dude. All right, we'll see you guys over the Patreon. Thanks for making the first episode so amazing, guys. We love you. Bye, Atlantic City. Yes. Where do I do what? Can you find somewhere to do a set? No, I'm not. I'm focusing on one thing and one thing only, and that is Board Debate. We will. If I
go to Atlantic City this weekend to see you, I'm coming down with a mink coat and 2 chicks.
Yes, dude. Pimp that ride.
That's the way I'm rolling up, man.
Pimp that ride.